Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara. I do a lot of content around makeup no-buys, makeup decluttering, conscious consumerism, critiquing the makeup industry a little bit, and all that sort of stuff. So today's video is going to be an update on a previous video I did, I think about 3 months ago, I want to say. I did a chopping block video where I talked about products that I sort of couldn't decide if I wanted to declutter or not. I was really on the fence about them, so I wanted to discuss these items in particular, bring them into my monthly makeup bag, and see if I ended up using them and liking them. You know, if I specifically highlighted these items for me. So today's video, I'm going to be discussing all of these products, whether I decided to keep them or declutter them. A couple of these products I actually did already decide to declutter in my previous decluttering video, so I'll just show you those quickly. This is the Urban Decay Naked palette. I've just had this palette for way too long. I think that's one of the issues. I don't know if it's still okay to use anymore, but also when I brought this into my makeup bag, I didn't love it as much as I used to. I wasn't really interested in the color story, and I think it was just too cool toned for me, so there wasn't really any point in keeping this. This is sort of the biggest ticket item in this video. This is the only palette, but it was just time to let it go. Another product that I previously discussed is this Revlon Color Stay Cream eyeshadow. This is sort of like a paint pot. And I had a bunch of these. Some of them I decided to keep, some of them I decided to declutter if they were too cool toned or whatnot, or just colors I didn't think I would end up using. This one I was kind of on the fence about because it's a very light sort of white, almost silvery color, but it's a little too silvery. I don't think that I would use this color on my eyes. Decided to declutter this one. And the rest of these products I haven't shown in a previous decluttering video, but you will see the items that I've chosen to declutter in my next decluttering video, which I think will be coming out next week. So stay tuned for that. Hello, a quick word from our sponsor. Don't worry, this is not an actual sponsor. I'm literally just promoting my own podcast. So I have a podcast where I talk about movies. Myself and my friend Cheryl talk about a lot of fun stuff. We've watched Pirates of the Caribbean, High School Musical, The Lion King. We're watching a lot of Disney movies right now, and we actually just did an exciting episode talking about the Oscars, what our predictions were, what movies we loved this year, and I brought in my friend Laura, who is like an Oscars expert. So it's a very fun episode, and I will link it down below. I would love it if you gave it a listen. Thanks! Back to today's video. Let's do the products that I decided to declutter first, because that's more exciting, I think. This one is a mascara. It is called the Rocket Volume Express. I love Maybelline mascaras usually. I still have a ton that I really enjoy from the brand, though I won't be purchasing any in the future because I'm cruelty-free. But also I have so many mascaras that I won't need to buy mascara for a long time. I did a mascara collection video recently, so you can check that out here. But this one is not waterproof, and I pretty much only use waterproof mascaras, or at least I prefer them. I just wasn't really sure how I felt about this, and I'm still not fully sure how I feel about it, but I don't dislike it enough to get rid of it. When I had this product in my makeup bag for the past month or so, I would reach for it. I did somewhat enjoy using it, so I'm gonna hang on to this at least for now. I do think some of these products are maybe like keep for now, and then one day in the future you will see me declutter them. One day, maybe this will be gone, but for now, it's staying. The next product is an eyeliner. This is from Topshop. I don't know if they still make makeup, but I have a ton of Topshop makeup products from back in the day, a couple of years ago. Everything, honestly, most of my makeup collection is very old, so just with most of these products, add a couple of years on top of how long I've had them. But this is a sort of black shimmery eyeliner slash eyeshadow. It just says crayon, so it's not really clear if you're supposed to use this for eyeshadow or eyeliner. It's a very thick crayon, but there is the color. I could sort of see when I was looking at this that I wasn't going to like it because this is just too thick for me to use as an eyeliner. And then when I tried to use it as eyeshadow, it was just too dark. Like, I'm not a fan of really dark eyeshadow. So I did try it a couple different ways. I did try it as eyeliner. I took a little pencil brush and sort of smudged along it and then across my lid. Didn't love how that looked. And then I tried it all over the lid and just sort of blended out. Also didn't like how that looked. I think I took a picture of that one. So I tried it a couple different ways, but even outside of that, I just don't think this is a very good quality product. It really smudged on my lids. It just didn't stay put at all. And when I would try to smudge it out with my finger or with a brush, the color would disappear. You might think that that's a good thing because it's so dark. I don't want it to be this color, but then it would just sort of look gray, and I don't like grays or silvers on my eyes. So this is a dud for me. I know that I'm never going to reach for this, so time to pass it along. Also, I couldn't remember what the term was called for chopping block, so I called it the cutting board. Like, these products were on the cutting board. The biggest category in my previous on the chopping block video, I had 4 lip products, and I didn't like any of these because they were bright pink, and I used to wear a lot of bright and hot pink on my lips and on my cheeks. Honestly, that's just not what I go for anymore. I am trying out a bright lip today, so let me know how you feel about it. But I feel a bit more comfortable in this because it's kind of more orangey, more coral, almost veering on red. I did use a red lip liner to put it on, but I don't know. I feel like it makes my teeth look more yellow, whereas if I use a red, it makes my teeth look whiter. So I don't love it, but I definitely like this color more than pinks. However, I did decide to keep a couple of them. So these 2 I'm going to be getting rid of. These 2 I'm going to be keeping. The 2 that I decided to get rid of are actually from NYX, and the 2 that I'm keeping are from Revlon. This one is just, the packaging was so broken. You see this lid here, and it's virtually the same color as one of the Revlon ones, so there's not really any point in keeping 2 of them. There's barely any point in keeping 1 of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give this to someone else just because the cap is so broken. And then this one I'm getting rid of because something about the cap is also kind of broken. Whenever I open it and then close it, some product kind of spurts out there. So you can't ever leave it lying down like this because it just gets pink gunk all over the counter. I do like the scent. It makes me kind of reminiscent. It's very like sugary sweet, but I think because I associate it with like a particular time in my life, it's very nostalgic to me. I don't wear lip gloss and I don't wear hot pink, so there's really no point in keeping this other than the nostalgia factor. Oh, and I just put it down and pink stuff all over the desk. Great. Now, these 2 Revlon ones I decided to keep because A, the packaging is not broken, but I find them pretty cute. Like, I like the look of these, and they smell kind of minty, quite a pleasant scent. So I really don't mind putting these on, and especially this matte one. It's kind of similar to this color, so I know that I can wear it. Maybe one day I will declutter this pink glossy, well, it says Lacquer Bomb. This one is more matte, but for now I'm just gonna keep both of them because honestly I think they look kind of cute. Okay, and the last product category in this video is blushes. I have 2 blushes. I have the Revlon Charmed blush as well as the Rose Garden blush from NYX. This one, the packaging is broken. But surprisingly, when I was using these, I quite enjoyed both of them. Like, I didn't have any issue whatsoever with putting them on. Honestly, I don't like how they look. Like, just aesthetically in my collection, I don't think that they're cute. But I don't think that I should get rid of a product on just that basis. This one I previously didn't used to like because it is a cream blush, and I don't love cream blushes, but also used to always apply them with a stippling brush. And I realized that I don't like stippling brushes. So now I just use this with a regular blush brush, the same one that I use for powder blush, and it looks a lot better. And this one, despite the fact that it's completely open, it still applies perfectly fine. I still enjoy the color. I just don't have enough of a problem with either of these to justify decluttering them just yet. Hi, this might actually become a trend because I am always forgetting to say things or talk about particular products in videos. Yes, I did forget one item that was in that original video. So here we are. This is a deodorant. This is the Stink Bug Patchouli deodorant. I'll show you a better close up. Basically, I said that I didn't like this in the previous video, but I can't pass this on to someone else. So again, I feel bad decluttering it. So I'm just gonna I'll set a goal for myself to use this like once a week. It really smells terrible. And hopefully, eventually, in a decade, I will have worked through it. So, still not enjoying it, but I think I'm just gonna keep this for now. All right, and that is it. Those are all of the products that were on my chopping block this time. There were 10 products total, which actually didn't seem like that many. I think because when I'm doing videos talking about like decluttering or empties, I have a lot more. My decluttering videos tend to be rather all-encompassing. If you like this kind of video, please let me know. I very much appreciated all of your feedback last time. I think a lot of you, for most of these products, when I was talking about why I hadn't decided whether or not I should keep it, you were like, just get rid of it. Like, if you don't like it, just why bother? But I don't know. I find it very difficult to justify getting rid of items, which is why I hold on to products that I don't necessarily like or love. What really decides it for me is using the products when I bring them into my makeup bag, seeing if I'm using them, reaching for them, and what the actual product application is like. I think that the amount of time between when I discussed it and when I'm showing you now gave me a lot of time to decide if I would be using these products. So maybe I'll do something like this in the future, but also keep your eyes out for any of these products in future declutters. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.